You need to get yourself one of these. This is delicious.
Welcome back to Paul and Benny. Today I'm making the show-stopping Orange Cranberry Christmas Cheesecake. So there's nothing special about this crust. It's a traditional graham cracker crust. It's sugar, graham crackers, and butter. And to make yours better than everyone else's, a little bit of salt. You could totally put some pecans, some cinnamon, some nutmeg here, but we're going really easy and simple today. And we're going to stir it until that butter's all the way incorporated and this looks like wet sand. I'm just packing the crumb mixture into my springform pan here with a flat bottomed glass. You could use a cup, you could use your fingers or a spatula. I just like how this looks. And I like to bring mine up the sides of the pan. You'll notice I use quite a bit of graham crackers. Some people use way less and they let the crust just be on the bottom. But I like the appearance of this. And I know a lot of people, probably Benny included, like graham cracker crust. So I give them a lot of crust.
So how many pies did you make for this holiday season, Paul?
Whole pies, not counting minis. Whole pies, not counting minis. I made 21 pies for the week of Thanksgiving.
Jeez.
Mini pies, I have no idea how many. I'd have to count them up, but the 2 weeks before I did dozens and dozens and dozens. And it was really fun until like 2 o'clock in the morning on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It wasn't fun anymore.
And no, it wasn't fun. The food processor was on at like 2 a.m., but still, they were beautiful. They were beautiful.
And tasty.
And tasty.
Not to brag. You want to be sure that your cream cheese is room temperature, maybe even warmer. If you did not take it out of the refrigerator plenty of hours in advance, you can go ahead and pop it in the microwave once you unwrap it. Just don't cook it. That's our crust, just slightly toasty. I don't want to add too much color because we're going to bake it for quite a while. Just going to set it there to cool.
Smells delicious.
Until it's solid. And I'm sure you'll be much more prepared than I am, and you won't need to open a whole 10-pound bag of flour to get 2 tablespoons for a recipe. No, you'll be prepared before you start baking. But we're ready. Back to our cheesecake. 2 tablespoons of flour. Some recipes use none, some use way more. But I think 2 tablespoons is just enough to give your cheesecake a beautiful texture. Again, you will have taken your cream cheese out of the refrigerator hours and hours, even the night before. But I didn't. We were gone all day. It's a Sunday afternoon. We had a fun day. Benny went horseback riding for the first time ever. So since I didn't plan ahead like you should, I'm gonna pop this in the microwave for just about a minute. I don't want to cook it all, but I want to get nice and warm and soft. So this is nice and soft, look.
Oh yeah.
If you can't do that with your cream cheese, it's probably not soft enough. And if you don't have a microwave, you can put the whole brick of cream cheese in the foil wrapper into a bowl of hot water for a minute or 2, and you'll get the same effect. Here we've got our sugar. We've got our flour. 3 eggs. Maybe. 1. 2. 3. Probably should be room temperature. Our milk. I know this is not a liquid measurement. Doesn't matter, it's still half cup. And cheesecake is not science. It's not like croissants, it's not like macaron. It's just a mixture and you make it to your liking. So if you don't like so much milk, don't add it. If you want more milk, you can add it. It's really up to you. Once you've made cheesecake a few times, make it by the recipe and then you make the adjustments that you like. With about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Oops, maybe 2.5. I'm gonna do just a pinch of nutmeg. This is a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna do about half that, which is a 1/16. I don't want it to taste like nutmeg at all. I just want there to be a little, what is that in it? Something to give it a little holiday zip. And finally, what makes the cheesecake a Christmas cheesecake is our orange zest. Not even do the whole orange. Oh, you smell that?
Mm-hmm.
Smells like winter in Arizona.
Smells so good.
I'm gonna say half the orange. That's enough to have. That's enough to perfume it beautifully. Again, you want an orange cheesecake, you could do way more. There are 2 steps to a beautiful cheesecake, and one of them is don't over mix it. So after just about 30 seconds, I'm gonna be sure to scrape down the bowl really well, get everything off the bottom, because I'm not gonna mix it too much. I just want everything smooth and fully combined. That smells amazing. You see them?
Yep.
I want to prevent cracks to the top of my cake as much as possible. So I want to don't overmix it so we don't have a lot of air in there. And then I also don't want to overbake it.
Okay, so I know you don't want to overbake it. Why did you slam it on the counter?
Because slamming it on the counter causes those air bubbles to rise to the top. You could just leave the bowl to sit on the counter for a while and let all the air bubbles rise to the top, but tapping it just speeds it along. You get the air bubbles from the bottom of the bowl to come to the top. Hopefully you won't have any air bubbles or big cracks in your cheesecake. Guys, it's so good already. It's none of my doing. Sugar, orange zest, cream cheese, vanilla. I mean, you don't have to be a chef for that to taste amazing. That's good. So our crust is cool. I'm gonna add the mixture. You see those little bits of orange zest? Oh, little dots of nutmeg. Maybe you can't see. Maybe they're too tiny. Let me get one.
Ooh.
Where'd it go? See a little zest of orange in there? A little dot of nutmeg? How can something so tiny make such a big, beautiful flavor? Just gonna give it a little smoothing here. I need a cup of cranberries. The recipe doesn't say frozen, but these sugared cranberries are really easy to make. I'm gonna take about 2 tablespoons. Oh, that's a juicy
That is
orange.
a juicy orange.
2 tablespoons of orange juice. Into our water. And half cup water.
Half cup sugar.
Sugar, thank you. And I'm gonna put this on the stove for about 3 minutes till it's hot and the sugar's dissolved. We don't need to boil it, just gonna get it hot. And it looks like we're done. I don't see any sugar crystals in there. We're gonna let it sit and cool. So our syrup is cool. I'm just gonna dump my cranberries in here. Maybe I should let them get completely thawed first, but I'm gonna give them a stir. Just want them really coated. Look how shiny.
Wow.
That syrup's way thicker now. I mean, it's not thick like honey, but it's way thicker now that it cooled down. And I'm just gonna scoop them out here. Put them on our parchment paper. And just separate them so they're not stuck together. I mean, you can always break them apart if they are, but give them a little room, Let's see how good this works.
Please work. Please work.
Please work, even though I didn't thaw my berries first.
They're working. It's working.
Oh, you already see that?
Already
Down there in the bottom?
It's already working.
What? I love this. Okay.
Oh.
What? It's like Christmas in a bowl. Look at Penny.
This is awesome.
This is awesome. Let's run away. All right. That's loud, sorry. And we're just gonna let them dry here on our foil for quite a while. I'd say the next hour or so. I want them completely dry. You could do less sugar on them, but I mean, it's Christmas. I'm going all out. If I want to have sugar crystal snow, I'm gonna have a blizzard. I know somebody's probably thinking, you're not supposed to have that much sugar on them, but
It's not the recipe.
it's not their recipe. It's not their cheesecake. My cheesecake is supposed to have that much. So I just want you to see the cheesecake. It's set on the edges and the middle still jiggles. So I'm gonna turn the oven off and I'm gonna put a spoon there and just leave it for the next hour. Our cheesecake should be ready. Look how pretty. And yours probably come out even better because it wasn't rushed, but guys, that's beautiful. I see little bits of orange zest in there. It smells amazing in here. We need to wait till morning till this is completely cool to put our sugar crusted cranberries on it. Then we'll cut a piece, but guys, it smells like Christmas in here. I hope you make it. I started slicing my cake up into individual slices before I realized there were no berries on top, because that's just what I do each week. I slice it up into individual pieces, put it into little containers, but there were no berries. So you'll see there's already cut marks here, but the berries were so beautiful and it was so much fun just to put them all over. No rhyme or reason, whatever looks nice to you. Benny. Oh, the orange. The orange is so, it's not like biting into an orange rind. It's like just so orangey. It's so nice and not overpowering. I'm gonna try it with the cranberry. Here's my bite. So good. You know how you like those orange cranberry bars? I feel like this is way better when you eat it with the cranberry. Jeez.
Wow.
How delicious.
Mmm. Cheesecake for breakfast. So delicious. No, this is really, really good. Mmm. Mmm.
That's great, right? I'm not bragging. You go ahead, brag.
Best cheesecake I've ever had. The orange flavor comes through beautifully. It's just so rounded with the cheese. That cranberry adds like a pop of sweetness and tart. You need to get yourself one of these. This is delicious. Can I take this to work? Because they're going to love it. Mm-hmm.
What did you say? You're going to take it to work?
Mm-hmm.
I'll make another one.
This is really good. This is delicious.
Take it to the market?
Take it to the market. Take this to the market.
I'll take it Saturday.
Mmm. Yes, take this to the market. Wow. But
You gotta get to work? I don't know.
these little cranberries with the orange, perfect. The flavors are amazing.
As always, I'm Paul.
And I'm Benny, and we're grateful for delicious orange cranberry cheesecake, and we're grateful for you watching.